We got a good one for you folks today. We're doing Detroit Lions rumors, and what's really good, it does not involve the draft that we've been talking about forever on this channel. So we're going to go ahead and talk about trade rumors. Thank you to Fansided and Lions Nation. We're going to get into that, as well as development in regards to the Lions and Chiefs potential game. Could it actually now be in Germany? Because things may have switched. But before we get into today's video, if you're a fan of the Detroit Lions and you're watching this, why the hell are you not subscribed? Make sure you subscribe to this channel because we talk all things Detroit Lions news and rumors during the season, off-season, free agency, NFL draft prospects, everything regarding our Lions. Let's go. Are 11 subscribers away from 36,000 subscribers. So if you're one of those 11, hit that subscribe button right now. Help me get to 36,000 subscribers. Trying to climb the chat sports ladder, and with your help, we can beat some of those channels. Let's go ahead and start with the rumors regarding the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions game. We all thought that no way now the Lions are not going to be facing the Kansas City Chiefs in Germany. However, things have changed here, and this is coming out right now. It says, I am told Kansas City requests a Chicago game not be played overseas. King reported as of 2024, it's hard to imagine Carolina would try to keep Patrick Mahomes, only to be scheduled a game in Charlotte for the next 8 years at Bank of America Stadium. You might ask, wouldn't Kansas City want to protect the red-hot home against the Buffalo Bills, Cincinnati, and Philadelphia moving from Germany? The league would almost certainly not schedule those games for overseas because Germany games are played at 9:30 in the morning window, which is not nearly as conducive to big ratings on a Sunday night late afternoon prime time games. The release of the schedule, which is the 2000 NFL had hoped for the primetime show Thursday night, would be delayed, King, right? Still unlikely to be done for the time release Thursday at 8 p.m., which I'm told over the weekend it may not be finished at that time. So what basically he's saying is the Lions and Kansas City game could potentially now be at Germany. And that is a huge relief if that is the case for our beloved Detroit Lions. Why is that? Because then we would not have to be at Kansas City. And that's a tough place to win. It could be at a mutual site. Yes, it'd be a home game for Kansas City. But let's be honest here. When you're overseas, it's not a home game. I got a question for you. If you've not followed me on Twitter, why aren't you doing it? Follow me on Twitter at Mike Kimber. You can be MicroMike85. You can find me on there. Just put in my name. You'll find me. Follow me on Twitter. Trying to grow that social media. Let's go ahead and talk about a potential trade, at least from good old rumors here from Fansided. It says NFL trade rumors. Could the Detroit Lions trade for wide receiver Keenan Allen? Keenan Allen, a damn good wide receiver over there for the Chargers, 6'2", 206. He's a big-bodied guy drafted in 2013, not 2003, in the third round, pick 14. He did some stuff this year, but not as expected as we wanted him to see him do a little bit better, especially fantasy owners. He only played in 10 games, 6 receptions, 752 yards, 4 touchdowns. But this guy is a baller with 126 games, 796 receptions for 9,287 yards, 52 touchdowns. Why the hell would the Chargers trade Keenan Allen? Why? They need the weapons for Justin Herbert, so that's going to be my question here. But if you look, it's not just all about what he did. It's also about cap situation. His cap number in 2023 is $12.782 million, which the Lions could able to get at $1.16 million salary. Trade before June 1, leave the Chargers with a $23.235 million dead money this year and prorated signing bonus for the 2 years left on his contract. So look, they're talking about should the Lions make a trade. They're spotted there with Amon-Ra St, Brown, Marvin Jones, and Keenan Allen last night together at a basketball game. So there's thoughts, could the Lions make a trade for Keenan Allen here? And I'm going to tell you what I think. First off, the money doesn't make sense for the Chargers. Secondly, they need the weapons in that very tough division that they're in. Third, the Lions drafted wide receiver, and we picked up an $80,000 to Cody over there for the Oregon Ducks. The Detroit Lions will not be trading, I think, for Keenan Allen. I give this 1 logo out of 4. I think it's a BS rumor here regarding our Detroit Lions. I think that right now we're in the time where we need to have something to talk about. There is a lull going on between the draft as well as training camp, and this is one of those lull stories here. So I'm not upset at all, fanside, doing this because it's just the way that it is. The Detroit Lions, if they were to do this, would probably have to give up like a second-round pick in 2024. I just don't see this happening. The Lions got a good offense right now, and let's be honest here, Keenan Allen has been injured, and do you want to have that here? Do you really want to have that? We got a ton of weapons, and Jameson Williams will return in Week 6. I think the Lions got Jahmyr Gibbs in place of some of these injuries, in place of the situation of Jameson Williams, and he's going to be utilized in the pass game quite a bit as a wide receiver. So, no, I do not believe the Detroit Lions will trade for him, but that's my thought. Question for you here is, would you trade for Keenan Allen? Put T for trade or P for pass. Do not take my word and just, you have your own opinion. Do what you thought. Do you want them to trade for Keenan Allen? T for trade or P for pass? Have you hit that notification bell? If you have, great. If you have not, hit that notification bell, folks. You got to do it. Why? Because it helps you not miss out on the latest news and rumors regarding our Detroit Lions. And we got another one coming up here. Another interesting rumor here. And that is coming from Fan Nation, all Lions here. And should the Detroit Lions trade for Quinnen Williams? Quinnen Williams is a great interior defensive lineman. Great. We've talked about him on this channel quite a bit. He's a stud. 6'3", 303. Oh my God, he was the 3rd overall pick in 2019, and he's young as well, and that is a lovely thing. Why would he be on the trade block? Because according to ESPN, the two sides aren't close to an agreement as the talented defensive lineman has decided to skip voluntary off-season workouts. So there's an issue there. He wants to get paid. He wants that money. He wants to break the bank because he is a damn good defensive lineman. He played in 16 games last year, 12 sacks, ridiculous, 2 forced fumbles, 35 solo tackles, played in 57 career games, 27.5 sacks with 4 forced fumbles and 118 solo tackles. Quinnen Williams is the man. Quinnen Williams can get it done. He's an OG. And I tell you what, if you're to trade for a Quinnen Williams, you know what you're going to be paying? You're going to pay this guy a monster contract, over $100 million. He's going to get paid. That's going to make the lot, because he's one of the best interior defensive linemen in all football. So he's going to get paid there. Also, you're going to have to give up high draft capital. We're talking a first-round pick, maybe a second-round pick for a player of his stature. Hell, he may drop 2 firsts to get a Quinnen Williams because he's so dominant in the interior defensive line. And look, the good thing about Williams and the interesting bad things about Williams. First off, the good thing is he would make this defensive line scary as hell. You already got Aiden Hutchinson, Joshua Pascal. You got Broderick Martin, and you got Lee McNeil. Everybody on this defensive line, and you add a Quinnen Williams, and now your defensive line is absolutely scary. You're looking at the defensive linemen of the Philadelphia Eagles damn near here, as you got the Philadelphia Bulldogs, and then you have the Detroit Crimson Tide, because that's exactly what he would bring. He's worth the payment. I just don't know if it's worth to give up so much draft capital to get him as you're trying to build here. Absolutely. Now, a trade for Quinnen Williams, look, I'm going to give this a 1 logo for the Detroit Lions here. I just don't think the Lions make a trade. Could he get traded? It's possible he could get traded because the Jets have cap issues going on. Obviously, they just got Aaron Rodgers and all that, so he could get traded. I just don't know if the Detroit Lions would be a team that would take on this trade. So I'm going to give it a 1 logo. I almost did 1.5 logos. I do think it's a better option than Keenan Allen because it is a position that the Lions would like to upgrade for sure, but it also is a player the Lions just, I don't know if they can afford the draft capital. The capital is what's killing it right there. Not really anything else. I think the Lions could afford it financially. It's more the draft capital. Folks, are you part of BetUS? Well, if you want to make some money, it's better than going to a casino. It's better than getting a lottery ticket. And there's games going on. You got MLB games, the Tigers games. So go to chessforce.com/LionsBet. You put in the promo code Lions125, and you'll get a 125% deposit bonus to make a little bit of extra cheddar cheese. Bet on those MLB games. See if you can make a little bit of cash. Look, what's really good about right now is what's really bad, what's really good. First off, there's going to be a lot of rumors flying because not all rosters are complete. After the draft, you're going to have trades. You're going to have picking up free agency. That's going to happen. You're going to see players like Quinnen Williams or Keenan Allen, linked to the Detroit Lions. There's going to be many other players that's going to be linked to the Detroit Lions in this lull period, the period between after the draft and before training camp. That's just, it is what it is. And we're still going to be making a ton of content on this channel. So stay tuned to this channel. Hit that notification bell. We'll drop in videos every single day. We're dropping content to keep you updated on here. We got the One Pride podcast that's live on my channel Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern time, where we get it in this bad boy. But again, videos dropping, and some of these is going to be annoying, right? You don't want to hear it all the time, but this is what it is. We're waiting for training camp. We're waiting for the real stuff to happen. But make sure you stay tuned to this channel. Subscribe to the channel. Let's get to 36,000. With that said, folks, adios.